Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Now in recent years there's been quite a significant resurgence of interest in the style world in relation to classic workwear pieces and brands that were once the sole preserve of the blue-collar working man, but in recent times they very much become the focus of people who are intentionally well-dressed, who are styling themselves in the vintage workwear inspired area of clothing to make a fashion statement, yet at the same time make or take advantage of the practicality and the durability which comes from classic workwear. Now one such item within the workwear wardrobe, that's hard to say, is the Chore jacket. It's one which I've been rocking for many years. I love a good Chore jacket, and it's not just because of the practicality and the durability. It's a thing which you can wear day in, day out, doing all sorts of things from, casual, cool to actual working. But the Chore jacket is just that thing that you can throw on. It's comfortable, but has a surprising amount of style as well. I think it's something which every intentionally well-dressed man should have at his disposal in his daily wardrobe. Now, as ever, when we're adding things to our wardrobe, I really like to know more about the heritage and the history of the garments that I'm wearing. And the Chore jacket, or the utility jacket, or the work jacket, whatever you choose to call it, but I like the term Chore jacket, really traces its history back into the last century, into Brittany and France, where labourers, craftsmen, basically people of the wider proletariat of working life, would choose a Chore jacket quite simply because of its practicality and its utility. It's a garment that you could wear in the workplace and going about your daily business. Now back then, of course, they would have been designed for totally function. They're not worried about the form back then, and it's all about durability. So they would have been made of quite basic hard-wearing clothing, like denim, like heavy cotton canvas, so that they could withstand the long hours of work in the field or in the factory, and yet still have a bit of that French Gaelic style to them as well. Now the modern Chore jacket is a little more refined than those early French work garments, because these days you can find your jackets made of much more refined materials, like a higher quality cotton twill or cotton canvas or even wool, so that you can wear them in the winter months as well. They all tend to have a similar sort of silhouette, quite soft, boxy construction, but with quite a few utility elements to the garment, sort of woven into the outfit, so to speak. Now the jacket I'm wearing today is from a British company called Andsons, and it's a company which I discovered a little while ago through a personal recommendation from somebody I was talking to. And just recently, 2 days ago, I went up to their shop in Cheltenham, here in the southwest of England, and I picked up this jacket. Now it's called a Carver jacket, and it's a classic Chore jacket in all of its basic style. It's made of a beautiful soft touch cotton, and it's got many of the characteristics which you would expect to see in a Chore jacket, such as large pockets to allow you to keep all of those items that you need when you're carrying out your chores. Nice big laid on pockets, so they're laid directly on and stitched onto the garment, and they all have a sort of slanted finish to them, a style to them. They've got reinforced elbows as well, really leaning into the workwear aesthetic which you get with a Chore jacket. Button down collar, so the collar's not going to flap around in the wind or when you're working at your machine in the factory. Available in a number of different colours. This is army green, but it's also available in a khaki colour and a French blue, in keeping with its original roots in Brittany, I think. Now, I absolutely love this Carver jacket by Andsons. Andsons themselves, great little British company, good heritage, founded by a chap called Phil Jones. Started the company through a Kickstarter, and it's really gone on and on to quite a bit of success. I just want to say as well, not sponsored content, all right? I just went to this store, picked up the jacket. They're not paying me to talk about it. Doesn't matter to me if you buy these or not. I'm just using this as a vehicle to talk about the Chore jacket, which I think many of us chaps, it's an item which we can make quite a lot of use of in our wardrobes. Now, my Andsons jacket, it's really got that soft feel, and I can imagine in the winter time, you know, wearing this as a layering garment, so you can wear it under a heavier coat, or even wear sweaters underneath to bulk it up, keep you warm. And in the sort of spring, early summer months, as I am now, worn as just that top layer over a t-shirt, it allows you to stay protected yet stylishly attired as one goes about life. And yeah, I have really come to love this one, with the little sort of techniques, the little sort of touches, like the pencil pocket, again leaning into the crafty sort of history of the Chore jacket. I've just really connected with this garment, and the lovely soft velvety feel of the cotton material. It's a winner for me. So how does the modern, intentionally well-dressed man get away with wearing a vintage-inspired piece of workwear in his wardrobe? Well, clearly for me, it's a part of my casual wardrobe, because I'm a guy, as you know, I spend a lot of time in the outdoors. So I like garments that are both practical, yet also cut a bit of a dash. And by that, I mean they're a little bit more stylish than what everybody else is wearing. And I do think a Chore jacket kind of hits that mark for me. I mean, in many ways, I think back to my military career, and we all used to wear combat jackets back then. Can't speak for what the guys wear now, but the combat jacket was the utility garment that we all wore for pretty much everything. Daily working, if you were in a sort of combat element of the military, it would be the garment that you wore into the field of combat. It was your catch-all utility garment. And I really think that the Chore jacket kind of fulfills that for the common, ordinary civilian gentleman who wants something which he can wear in many different orbits of his life. So for instance, if you want to lean into the workwear aesthetic, you certainly can. You can wear a t-shirt under it, as I am right now, maybe jeans and quite rugged boots. And there you look as if you are a working man going about your ordinary, activities, maybe on the way to the building site, to your workshop, whatever your, chosen profession is. If you want to go casual cool, which is kind of what I'm trying to hit here right now, pair of chinos worn with the Chore jacket, and also I'm just wearing a t-shirt, but you could wear a nice white t-shirt, something contrasting in colour. It just raises the tone, makes it look a little cool. Eminently appropriate for wearing to the pub on a weekday evening, or just day-to-day activities around town. That's what I've been dressed like today, last few days, and I've been absolutely rocking it. I love it. However, you want to turn the style volume up a little, and of course you can. Imagine wearing a button-down collared shirt, again with nice chinos, and maybe throw on a pair of chukka boots, maybe even a pair of nice rugged brogues. You're going to hit a totally different aesthetic. You've moved into the sort of more casual standard category, I would say. I'm not saying you can ever dress this up into sort of smart casual, but if you wore a white button-down collar shirt, again, turn that volume up just a little bit more with nice shiny chukka boots, maybe a pair of chinos, you can just about nudge it into that category. What I really like about the Chore jacket, or the utility jacket, is that it's a very, very versatile item to have in the wardrobe. It's something which you can throw on when you just need that extra layer of protection, regardless really of what you're wearing underneath. And yet, of course, it's got that sort of history with the workplace, with practicality, with craftsmen, and it's just got something that I like in a garment which is more than just a sweatshirt or a denim jacket. It's just got a little bit more panache. Perhaps it's because it's got that French history behind it, but for me, it's an item which I have really enjoyed bringing into my wardrobe. Of course, I've been wearing a utility jacket for years. You'll have seen me wearing them in many of my videos, but typically in the winter months where I tend to wear padded ones. But now with this Andsons Carver jacket, I've really been enjoying it, and it's perfect for this time of year. So maybe for the intentionally well-dressed man, it's worth having it at your disposal in the wardrobe. Now, as I say, this video is not sponsored in any way, and I benefit in no way if you purchase anything from Andsons. However, having got one of their jackets, I reached out to them and they have provided a 20% discount for anybody who'd be interested in purchasing something from their range. And you will find that in the show notes below, just for you. Okay, if you've enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like this, click subscribe. If you'd like to come on this journey with me, don't forget you can leave me a comment, drop me an email with a question of your own. You can even support the channel by buying me a coffee or becoming a patron. I make extra videos for my patrons each and every week. So, until the next time, rock your vintage inspired workwear, and I will see you again very soon.